Hey sis, I see you over there with your planners, your Google calendars, your cozy shared calendars, the sticky notes everywhere, the pieces of paper you are drowning in, and yet you are totally unorganized and inefficient in all the things that you need to do. No more. Let's throw all of that out. Let's get rid of all of this disorganization. What if I told you that there was one simple program that you could use to not only manage your content, but talk to your team, manage your leads, even communicate with your spouse and set up a shared board if you wanted to do that. One simple software that does it all. And P.S., you can totally use it for free. That is what we are talking about in today's episode. And by the way, save the date because I want you to join me in the Profit Playbook completely free workshop. It's happening on January 11th and 12th over in the Facebook group More to Motherhood. The link is bit.ly/more to motherhood. And we are going to go through an hour-long training on stuff just like this. How to 10x your business next year, doing it while you're being a present mama with your kiddos, and having all the systems, automation, efficiencies in place with time management, and of course some Trello and more. So get on over there and request access so that you do not miss out.
Welcome to the More to Motherhood podcast. If you have a calling on your heart to play bigger, to impact more people with your business, mission, or the team that you've created, but you can't seem to get there, then this is the perfect podcast for you. Together, we will rise by smashing the glass ceilings and stepping into our greatest potential. Hi, I'm Kristen, busy wife and mama of 3, top 1% network marketer, and your new sassy best friend. I believe that as a busy mom boss, you have what it takes inside of you to be an incredible mom and an empowered businesswoman. If you're ready to do the work, I'm ready to be your BFF and mentor you on this journey to help you create your 6-figure side hustle and beyond. It's time to uncover the more inside of your motherhood. Let's do this.
Okay, so before we get started, I want to read a 5-star review from CL41RO. I hope I said that right. This podcast is fantastic, Kristen. Thank you so much for giving mothers the support that they need in order to see their lives don't stop at motherhood. You are so inspiring. And these reviews, you guys, I just have to tell you, really make my day and make my heart so happy. So if you would be so kind to leave a review, and I will read it on the podcast, and I would really appreciate it. So thank y'all so much for leaving reviews. And now we're going to dig in. I am so excited to talk to you about this topic, you guys, because I'm literally like, this is life, okay? So y'all ready for the number one program that will literally change your life? Can I get an amen? Okay, get ready. If you want a visual of this, by the way, it's in my group, More to Motherhood. I do a whole screen share training. And I'm telling you, this program, which is called Trello, Trello, is life, y'all. It's life. I use it for so many things that I'm going to share with you today on today's podcast. And I'm going to try to describe it as good as I can, but you'll definitely want to get over into the group More to Motherhood, obviously for the Profits Playbook coming up, but then also to see the visual of this. It's so amazing. So I use it for everything in my business. It's so amazing. The free version, I'm telling you, it gives you so much that it's amazing. It's for free. So the website I'll put in the show notes to get this Trello, but it's literally life. So let me break it down for you guys how I use Trello, because you can use it literally for everything. Like I mentioned before, I have a friend, she is incredible. She literally showed me Trello and showed me all the wonders of Trello. Her name's Terry. And she uses it for everything. She uses it for her kids' chores. Her kids are older, probably in their teens and 20s or whatever. My kids are younger, so I can't yet use it for their chores, but believe me, when I can, I will. But she uses it for chores. She uses it for tasks that she needs to get done in her personal life, her business. I use Trello for everything in my business. So I use Trello for content planning for all of my groups. So I have a group called the Fit Mompreneurs. So I have that health and wellness group. I also have a group, More to Motherhood, that y'all have seen and heard me mention. So I plan out my content for those groups in separate Trello boards. I also use Trello to plan out my personal page content. So I have all my personal content because I like to batch things and get things done ahead of time so I'm not scrambling that day. And I do the best that I can. Some days there may be some posting last minute or whatever's on my heart, but I really like to plan everything out. And so this Trello gives you like the ability to really be prepared and go at your business from a proactive point of view. So I use it for content for everything. I also have a Trello board that is with me and my VA, and my VA, she's incredible. We communicate back and forth via Trello and Voxer, but all the tasks that we need to have done Monday through Friday, any challenges that are going on, any graphics that need to be made, we can communicate via Trello. And the cool thing is, you guys, is that you can add someone to a board, and then if you want to assign a task to them, you can assign the task, the card, to them, and it will email them. You can also create due dates, and it will email them whatever time frame you pick. So like it will say, if you want this task done on the 29th, you can have it email them the day before, 2 days before, 2 hours before. You get to select, which is really awesome because then it sends them a reminder. So you can communicate back and forth that way. I also have all my graphics for my podcast in there. I did my podcast launch plan in Trello board. So I have all the posts. So I really love it to use to communicate with my team, like my VA and everything like that. We use it. It is life. It's such a great way to stay organized when you're working with another person. And then I also use Trello. So I use it to communicate. You could set one up with your spouse if you wanted to, and say you have different activities for the kids. You could put them in there and tag them, and it would email them to remind them. It's so cool. So I use it to communicate with my VA. That's one of the main reasons. I told you that I use it for all of my groups. Each group has a board, and I put all my content in there. And the great thing about having your content in a Trello board that's already written out is that you can go back and reuse some of your content, right? Remember how in one episode of the podcast, I can't remember which episode it was, but I talk about repurposing your content if you're lacking creative mojo. So if you have really good posts that have performed really well, you can tag those with a label. You can color code your boards as well, saying this was a really good post, got a lot of engagement. You can reuse that later on. So you have like a content bank in your Trello board of things to pull from. So you can recycle and reuse some of the content that has performed really well. So that's the great thing. So I have one for each of my groups, one for my personal page. And then I tend to, like I said, post the same thing to Instagram as well. So I don't have to reinvent the wheel, right? And reuse my content. So that's 2 uses so far for Trello: content and communicating with your assistant. The other way I use it is for my network marketing company. And I have a whole beautiful onboarding system in Trello where I can share the link with them. So the other cool thing is, instead of adding people to the board, you can just make the board public and share the link with them so that they can view it, and then they can make a copy themselves if they want to tweak it to their style. So I have a whole onboarding Trello training for my team that I use, and it goes through like all the resources that they need. I have the funnel, I have verbiage to say, and I'm not really big on scripts, but I like giving people ideas of inspiration of what to say. And so I have a whole funnel on there of like what to say, how to follow up, how to reach out, all the things. Then I also have a whole board of like done for you posts. So I have 30 days of content done for my team, and all they have to do is copy, edit, and paste it and add a picture of themselves. I mean, it's so beautiful and simple. This is something I've always wanted to create for my team. So I have that in there. So 30 days of content for them. I also have another section in my board that is all done for you stories. So Instagram stories, Facebook stories, all they have to do is pull down the graphics and download them and upload them into their stories. They're already done for them, and then add a poll or a couple of their own words. It's amazing. So, I mean, this is really an amazing tool for duplication that I use with my team. I also have a launch event. It goes through the whole process of how to set up their launch event. It's all automated. They can schedule all the posts. I have a video done for them that goes over my experience. Then they share their own experience to make it even more impactful. I'm giving you guys a lot right now, but I just love this board that I've created for them. And some of you may know that I have resigned from my previous company and I have launched this new company. So if you're interested in that and all the things and systems and tools and automation and efficiencies we have in place, you can DM me on Instagram at More to Motherhood or find me on my personal page. And I'll be happy to share that info with you guys. But it's truly amazing because you don't want to keep all your stuff on Facebook either, because what happens if Facebook shuts down? Then you can't get into the groups, and lots of my team find the groups overwhelming. So you can definitely use Trello for your network marketing business too. And so I have a whole onboarding for my team in Trello. The other thing I use for my network marketing business in Trello is my prospecting funnel. So I'm able to keep track of all my leads, everyone that joins my team, all of my customers that order, when they ordered, when their reorders coming up, so that I can stay super organized and really give the best customer service, not only to my customers, but also to my team too, because they're like, I'm treating them like they're a customer because they're my VIP. They're my people that I'm serving, I'm helping with their goals. And my goal, like I've told you guys so many times, is to help mamas break the 6-figure barrier, and they deserve that. And they can do that with this company, but they can win by getting customers, not just building a team, which I love. So I'm there to serve them too, and I want to really make sure that I'm serving each and every one of my team members. So they're in the Trello board as well. So I just have a funnel of that I've spoken with them, where we left off. I leave notes. You can color code it, like I said. You can label it as a due date if you need to follow up with someone and you don't want to forget. So many efficiencies that can really help your business so that you can stay organized and stay on track. Because if you have papers everywhere, and I used to be that person where you have notebook papers, you have sticky notes, you have a million papers everywhere, you have a passion planner, all the things, you're just looking in so many places that it's really going to slow down your productivity. And if you have everything in one spot, and you guys, the best part about this is you can put the app on your phone. So you can have Trello on the go. So if I'm talking to someone, I can quickly go into Trello, grab a resource, send it to a prospect, or go in and add someone to my list that I spoke with them really quickly because I have it on my phone. So it is truly amazing. So far we've talked about Trello for content, Trello for communicating with your team and your VA, Trello for your network marketing business, for onboarding, for prospecting, for keeping track of your customers. You can use Trello. I have all my live stream topics in Trello as well. So there's just so many uses, you guys. It is absolutely incredible. And for what they give you for free, it's just, you need to take advantage. So if you want a visual of this, because I've had so many people start using this Trello board after my training in my group More to Motherhood, get in there and just play around with it. I'm happy to do another training, a visual training on this as well. Once you get into the group, I'm sure I'll be sharing that in the Profits Playbook too. So you'll definitely want to get in there. I'll go more in depth. I'll give an example board to you. It's going to have all the things. So I'm super excited. So I hope that you guys found this helpful. And like I said, save the date, because you're going to want to join me in the Profit Playbook to just literally 10x your business in 2021. It's January 11th and 12th over in the Facebook group, More to Motherhood. And we are going to go through an hour-long training on stuff just like this, time blocking, Trello. The second day is going to be sales and how to 10x your profits. It's going to be incredible. So if you want to 10x your business next year in 2021, well, actually this year, if you want to 10x your business this year, because it is 2021, doing it while being present with your kiddos, not feeling like you're always on your phone, neglecting your family, so many things that I hear from so many people in the online business world. And you want the systems, the automation, efficiencies in place with time management and so much more, get on over to the group and request access so that you don't miss out. And if you do want more information on working with me and getting into the automation and this founder's opportunity, let me know. You can email me at More to Motherhood, or you can find me on Facebook, Kristen Samaniego, or just DM me on Instagram at More to Motherhood. So I hope that you guys found this super helpful today, and I will see you next time.
Hey mama, real quick before you go, if this episode helped you in some way, or you got value or learned something new from today's episode, or you just feel more inspired right now, the number one way that you can thank me is to leave me a 5-star written review. That is the number one thing I ask for showing up for you guys each week is a quick written review right over on the Apple Podcast app. I'd be so grateful. Thank you so much for being here. Just know that you can create the life of your dreams and turn your passion and purpose into your paycheck. Until next time, Mama, don't forget, you are called for more.